Hey, what's up, people? This is Southwest Dre. I got a new video for you guys. It's a follow up on the EBT crisis that's going on right now. I got some new information. This information is spreading like wildfire throughout the internet. A lot of people are posting videos in many different states about this topic, and the information I'm sharing is information that's already been out there for a couple of days, and a lot of you already know, but there's still a lot of you that still don't know about what's going on and what you should do and what you shouldn't do when this incident takes place and affects us all. So I'm going to share some of this info with you about the EBT, SNAP benefits. President Trump is he's ordering to replace the food stamps with 100% American non-perishable food items. And supposedly this is not going to be for everybody who's a participant of SNAP, but the majority of the people. Now the thing about this is the key word non-perishable items. What does that mean? That means that they'll last forever. Now, real food, real grown food, natural food does not last forever. It eventually turns bad, and you have to throw it out. It has a time limit on it. You have to use it before it goes bad and it's no good anymore. That's real food. That's food that you're gonna get your nutrients from, your proteins, your minerals, whatever you need to sustain your body in good health. Now, these food items, they're talking about canned vegetables, boxed cereal, and pre-cooked meat and things of that nature. And they're non-perishable items. This food, to me, is genetically modified, and that's not good for us. They're forcing us to eat fake food, basically, or they're going to try to force us to eat this fake food, and this food that is really not going to be good for you or your family, your children especially. And it's also eliminating our choices of the foods that we want to eat. Now, the benefits will be posted on EBT cards no later than January 19th, which is tomorrow, or the 20th, which is Saturday. It won't go past that. And the deposit on the EBT cards are going to be for both the month of January and February. They're both going to be posted together at the same time if you haven't already received it from the month of January. Now, in doing this, they're letting you know that there's not going to be any benefits after January. And the way the government is stalling and not putting 100% effort into getting this dilemma fixed about this wall and this money crisis that we're going through, which is leading to what's going on right now with everyone. This is bad, and all these participants that receive these benefits, you guys all need to think about how you spend it, because you don't know how long this government shutdown is going to last and how long we're going to be affected for. So if you go spending it all at once because you got some extra benefits or you got some extra money on it, whatnot, and that food runs out, eventually it's going to run out. And if you don't moderate how much you eat on a daily basis to make it last, you're going to run out of that food fast. And if you run out of your benefits before February is even over, I mean, you're going to put yourself and your family in a situation that's going to be very, very uncomfortable. And this is the reality of the situation. Now, in my opinion, I think that they're doing this to provoke the people to go to the streets and start rioting and protesting and not accept what's being done. And once that happens, I believe that Trump is going to use that as an excuse to activate martial law, because he's going to say the people are out of control, they're protesting, they're stealing, they're destroying their own cities, their own towns, their own neighborhoods, whatnot. And that's going to be the reason and excuse that Trump uses to send the military out in the streets and put curfews and start arresting people and whatnot. So we need to think about this scheme that they're plotting, and we need to realize that it's a trap. So they could do the things that they want to do, which is total domination and control over the people of this country. Now, our freedoms and our liberties are at stake. It's not only the food and the assistance, it's everything. So if we feed right into it and we fall for this trap, I mean, think about the situation that we're going to be in. I mean, they are actually provoking us to do these things, and we're not going to be left with any choices at all. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but we're going to have to make the choice. And the choices that we make is going to affect what happens to us next. Now, if we protest and we argue what's going on and we stand up for ourselves, but in a politically correct way, in a nonviolent way, and we don't start destroying our own neighborhoods and the small business owners in our urban cities that really don't have anything to do with this shutdown and how it's affecting us. I mean, we're just going to give the government what they want so they could come in here and do what they want to us. So we need to think about this. I'm not saying allow it and then be satisfied and accept what's happening just like that. But you need to think about how you're going to go about doing things, because whatever decisions we make are going to affect us, and there are going to be consequences, and they could be positive or negative ones. Is up to us. But I believe we have to do it the right way, because if not, we're going to pretty much empower the government to have total control over us, and that's exactly the play that they want. So we need to think about that and not fall for their deceptions. But we do need to stand firmly together and protest what's going on. And I'm not talking about just watching videos and making comments about it. I'm talking about actually physically going out and protesting at these government buildings, at places where the people that are making these decisions can see us physically and see that we're going to stand against this and we're not going to accept this. Now, also, I want to put another note in about what else is going to be affected. Section 8 is also going to be affected. The people that are with Section 8 benefits and have that help, they're no longer going to have that help. So what I'm hearing is that people are going to be forced to move out of their homes because they're not going to be able to pay their rent. All Section 8 help, SNAP and EBT help, and cash benefits will be affected. We need to be prepared for this, because this is happening now at this very moment, this month. And beyond this month, none of us know what's going to happen. So we have to make the best decisions for ourselves and for our families now in this very moment to prepare ourselves for what yet is to come. And if anybody has any idea of what that might be, and you want to share that information, you go ahead and put it down in the comments below, and let us know what you think or what you know. It can help us all, actually. more information that's put out there about this, the more truth that gets out, the more people are aware, and the more people can prepare themselves in a correct way to last through this situation that's so terrible. Now, also, I was hearing some government officials talking about this situation with the EBT cards and the SNAP, and they were arguing the point that what Trump is doing is wrong themselves, and it don't make sense because the money used on food by EBT cards actually go to help the economy and boost our economy, because all that money, no matter if people sell their cards or exchange funds or they do whatever, the money eventually gets spent on food in the grocery stores and the supermarkets, no matter what, because you can't spend that money on anything else that you usually have to pay cash for. You have to spend it on food. So no matter what, the money comes back to the economy and it helps boost the economy. So by them eliminating the cards and the benefits, I don't see how that's benefiting the economy at all. They're actually taking more money out of the economy and out of the farmers and out of the supermarkets. And actually that money is going to fund the military. And the military are participants of the SNAP program also. DHS funds the military. And whatever benefits they take from us, they're actually going to use to pay the military and to have them set up nicely. So basically all of our funds, all of our funding, all of our extra money, all the money that they're pulling off these other programs and things of that nature are actually going to fund the military at this very moment. The military has a surplus of funding from all sorts of different people and different companies and different places that fund benefits for people who are poor, fund scholarships for school, fund money for things that better our country, better our communities, better our cities. And they're pulling all of those benefits and they're rerouting it to the military. Now, if that's not something that you guys think that we need to think about and understand, I mean, there's a lot going on and it's all for a reason. And we need to figure out what that reason is. And a lot of us already know what that reason is, but there's still a lot of people that are clueless and have no idea what's yet to come. So, you know, this is not only going to affect blacks and Latinos, this is going to affect all people that are poor. All of them. White, black, Hispanic, you name it. It's not a color thing. It's a poor and rich thing. And as long as we're going at each other because of our colors, or our nationalities, what we are, our skin color, our beliefs, our religions, and we're fighting each other and arguing with each other and going at each other because of petty things like that, that shouldn't be issues, because we should all respect one another. We're all human beings. We're all brothers and sisters on this earth. We're all God's children. So I think right now in this moment of crisis, we all need to set aside our petty differences and we need to come together as a people, as a group of people, as human beings, and stand up against those who are trying to destroy us, poison us, keep us sick, so they could keep making money off of us. This is real. I didn't think I'd be around long enough to see all this happening. And the reality is hitting me like a brick. This is real, people. You need to take this seriously, and you need to do what you can so your family will be well, so you will be well. You'll be able to take care of your family through a prolonged period of us being without help, without assistance, without benefits. There's a lot of turmoil, and we need to be prepared for that. So you guys, when you do your shopping this month, shop wisely, stock up on water, stock up on food that will last for a few months, canned item foods, rice, dry beans, candles, all that stuff that you need to survive a few months or for however long it might take to get through all this. But we all need to be prepared. So I hope you guys are listening out there. I hope you take this seriously. Look into the information. If you don't trust what I'm saying, if you don't trust what people are talking about out there, if you don't trust the news, dig deep. Look into the information. Find out everything you need to find out. So you will best be prepared to handle this and to get through it, you and your family. That's what matters most. And that's what the government's trying to destroy. So, hey, you guys, much love to all you. God bless us all. And this is Southwest Dre. One love out.